Is here and my first ever streaming live broadcast. I don't expect to have many watchers or visitors today since this is my first time doing this. But I wanted to do it because I actually planned to do it on Monday and it's now Thursday. So I'm kind of being hard on myself about it, but that is the topic for what I wanted to go into today. So I'm doing a little segment called Ask Curly B. It's a little bit based on Gary Vaynerchuk, who is one of my inspiring guru guys about being an entrepreneur and getting yourself, out there and using these social networks to promote your brands and your ideas. So one of the things I've been really wanting to do is go live and make it a habit. So here I am. I'm in my little van here. Yeah, no makeup, just being, spontaneous and in the moment. Because I realized that if I just did it and got it out, then it would be done, and the first thing would be done, and um, we could all look back on this video and see how raw and real it was. Because hey, I have no idea what I'm doing, and thanks for coming along on the ride, and I hope my jostling camera doesn't make you sick. Should we go outside? I don't even know. It's a really nice bright day. Um, this is awkward because you're always wondering if people can hear you or see you. I guess I don't know. Anyways, so I was asked a lot about Saturn going into Capricorn this year. He'll be there all year long. Saturn just went in at the very end of December, from Sagittarius to Capricorn, and this is a sort of Ask Curly B for astrology and metaphysics and spiritual alchemy and all things esoteric and magic based. So this isn't a typical talk. So if you don't really know anything about astrology or not well versed in any of the planets, I invite you to maybe go watch some beginner stuff, because what I'm going to talk about right now is a little bit more advanced for the practitioners and people who are really in it in studying the astrology and the stars currently. So I'm going to try to go into that type of talk. So that's my caveat for now. um, let's get into it. So Saturn is a god of restriction, contraction. He in my life, he rules karma, the god of karma, the god of everyday life, getting things done. You know, just that sort of ego disciplined father type figure who, if you can summon his avatar in your space, you can actually become a little more disciplined and more goal oriented by utilizing spiritual alchemy and connecting to that spiritual energy. And when Saturn moves from sign to sign, it's kind of like putting on a different pair of clothes or a different persona. So when Saturn was in Sagittarius, he wanted different things. And now that he's in Capricorn, he's finished with those Saturn ideals and he's moving into the Capricorn phase. And Saturn is totally at home in Capricorn. He loves it. Saturn can also be a she too. I don't want to just be a he, but I've always thought of Saturn as like a dad figure. So this universal dad figure kind of guy moving into Capricorn, and Capricorn is the energy of really getting things done, focusing on money, focusing on discipline. He's the banker kind of guy or girl. He's the sort of discerning character. I believe Capricorns tagline is oh crap. See, I should have did a little better research on this, but I wanted to be, spontaneous. But anyways, Capricorn is a very earthy, finance-based energy. They want to make sure they're secure, make sure that they have things taken care of, like for the long run, savings type of people. And so Saturn going into this sign is really helping us as a collective individual nation start wanting to focus more on getting things done and completing projects and finishing things that we had started or that we really wanted to create for ourselves business wise. So you're going to see a lot of change in people's ideals where they're putting their energy. It's going to go a lot into business and then a lot into really trying to be disciplined and work on body, you know, doing detoxes and cleanses, starting savings, doing classes and things, getting yourself prepared for, better job. So really understand that this energy is happening to everyone, and everyone around us is starting to tune into it. And that's why here I am doing my live, wanting to get it out and utilizing this Saturn and Capricorn energy to get things going that I want to create. So some things you could do to enhance this energy in your life. Number one, research Saturn on your chart. Check out where in your birth chart Saturn falls. For me, Saturn is in my third house of communication. Obviously, I've got a little issue with trying to communicate my ideas and sounding, authoritative or whatever. It's very funny reading it because I was like, oh, that is exactly where I feel I'm having a issue trying to share my voice and be out there and be seen, even though I'm doing it every day, just not in a way that is really impactful to more people. So that's what I learned about my Saturn in the third house. You can also see what that house has the sign. So my Saturn is in Virgo, and Virgo is a very also discerning type of sign, kind of like Capricorn. They're very similar. So I learned a lot about that. So another thing you could do is study all about Saturn metaphysically. So do a Google search of, for example, Saturn metaphysical aspects. And you can get correspondence charts that will give you all types of herbs, crystals, colors, and you can get a color candle, like a black candle for Saturn, and a crystal. I believe a Saturn crystal would be like obsidian or something dark colored, or petricite, or even like a moldavite, something crazy and powerful, and do a little like Saturn evocation in your space, because it's a living avatar energy, and this energy can be utilized for getting things done in that realm. So Saturn wants to be disciplined. Saturn wants to constrict. Saturn wants to take care of karma and get all their ducks in a row. So if that's something you really want to create more energy of in your life, that's some ways that you can connect with Saturn. All right. Well, thanks for listening. That was a question about what is Saturn in Capricorn and what does it mean for me. So have a beautiful day.